welcome to CCZtv. We're your hosts, Caleb, and Zach.
Where we bring you anything and everything.
And I mean everything.
That's right.
Yeah. Alright, so for today's video, we'll be doing our scariest experiences, but first we're going to explain why we didn't upload this weekend. So,
well, I had the flu because it's going around like crazy where we are right now. We even got out of school for it.
We're out of school for a while.
Yeah, 5 days to be in fact.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy right here was in Chattanooga doing something.
It's singing
Singing. Okay.
at a
Singing.
college.
And then Zach
Was chilling, making videos.
with his cats.
Yeah.
With your cats.
Why do you bring up my cats?
Because your cats are fat.
You know what happened with the D?
We're in a new setup.
Oh, okay, so...
Because we like the little orange and black things. They're just so cute back there behind
Oh,
us.
it's adorable.
Yeah, it's my room. Thanks for the feedback.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Nightmare over here, Zack Attack, whatever you want to call him in the comments, he's going to start us out with his scariest experience.
I need some pizza before I do this. Maybe a drink. I don't know. That's screw it.
Stop.
I don't feel like getting up. So this night started out like any other night. I went outside to feed my cats, and, well, I usually come in and lock my door and go to bed. This night was different, however. Tonight, I forgot to lock my door. Scary, I know. But I went to bed, but at around 4:30 in the morning, I was woken up by a noise. I assumed that it was a raccoon outside fighting with a possum, so I kind of dismissed it. Went back to bed. But I kept on getting woken up by the same noise. I eventually started to listen. I heard my name. I heard someone say Zachary. And I grabbed the knife on my nightstand. That's when she flipped on the light. It was my neighbor from in front of my house. She was asking for my parents, so I called them, barely able to talk. So they eventually came upstairs. They talked with her, and she said that her husband left her. So my parents, being concerned, went down to our house, but they found her husband sleeping. He was woken up, and everything was settled. We didn't know this prior, but she had dementia. So nothing really came of it, and it was just a scary night, but it's one that will stay in my memories forever.
Alright, so, Caleb, you go ahead. I'm still trying to get mine together.
Alright, so mine starts out, I was spending the week with my grandpa, and he's like 80 years old, so he just needs some company every once in a while. So I was over at his house. It was a dark and stormy night. Actually, it was probably just the middle of the day in summer. But he says, "Caleb, I have a job for you, so you gotta follow me down to the barn." And I say, "Okay." So we get in his truck and we drive down to the barn. And he opens the door and he takes me back into the corner and he says, "Grab a stick." So I go over there and I pick up a stick, and he says, "Now come over here." And when I walk over, there's just a cage with a possum, the biggest possum I've ever seen in my life. And he says, "Now just take the stick and work the possum out of the cage into the burlap bag." So I work the stick at the possum and it shimmies into the bag, and my grandpa, 80 years old, picks up this bag and he does like a golfer swing into the brick wall of the barn, just hitting the possum. And the scariest thing, I mean, I was just sitting back there like, because if you've never heard a possum scream, it's like, and it was just squirming around the bag, and I'm like 7 years old, so I'm traumatized. And at the end, after he's beat the possum like 4 times, and there's blood all in the bag, he says, "You think it's dead?" And I'm too shocked to say anything, scared for my life that he's gonna put me in that burlap bag and start hitting me against the wall. he just says,
Another one.
picks it up and hits it as harder than he ever has, and just scary stuff. And after that, he just takes it and he throws it in the back of his truck, and he drives down and he just tosses it in the river and it floats away. And that, my friends, is the scariest thing that I've ever experienced in my life.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's messed up, but like...
And you're laughing the entire time. What is wrong with you?
I'm so evil. Yeah,
So, other Caleb, what's your scariest story?
well,
Please don't tell me it's as messed up as hitting a possum again.
Oh, I already know.
There's better ways to take the possum out.
I know.
Like a gun.
Yes.
It's quick and easy.
And I guarantee
Yeah,
you,
it's miserable.
the scariest moment of his life, right here, this
know
guy,
what you're gonna bring up.
is when he farted in class.
So, my scariest experience was, it was a real life experience. It was actually threatening, like a life threatening. And, besides your...
Mine was life-threatening, except that I was the one threatening the life.
Yeah, it
So,
wasn't
It was
your
threatening
life.
up to a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yours was just...
Mine was messed up.
yeah, yours was... I mean, I'm not gonna go that. I was about to say it's not that messed up, but now that I think about it, that is pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so anyways,
Next time you see a burlap bag, just think of this story.
alright guys, so my scariest experience was a life-threatening experience, and it was actually somebody robbing my apartment before I
I remember
fully
that.
moved here. Yeah, I'm still kind of weird. Like, I'm still not fully understanding that, like,
Lock
nobody's...
them doors, kiddies.
We did, but, I mean, the guy kicked down the door, so, we were there whenever he...
Reinforce them doors,
Or no,
kiddies.
no, we weren't there. He had already left, or we still don't know to this day. And probably the worst part was my mom had lost all of her engagement rings and her wedding ring, and she had lost all of that stuff. And the guy stole... I don't know what he's gonna do, or I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but like they stole some of my Xbox games, and I was like, okay. Even though like 99% of them are on memory, he still stole them. And but the thing that was scary about it was I remember we had food in our hands and groceries, and as soon as my mom had moved, like touched the door, she went to go unlock it, and the door it was standing up like this, and as soon as she touched it, it went and it fell, and made this really loud bang, like slam noise. My mom was so shocked, she dropped her bags, and she goes, somebody's been in here. Everything was moved. The TV was gone. Tons of things were gone, like relics and family things, like my great-grandmother's bracelet that she had gotten from Paris. That was the only thing that my mom had to remember her by, was stolen. And a lot of family things were stolen, and I just can't really get over that, you know. And yeah, the cops came, and the next day that I came there, I mean, I told him, obviously. I was like, hey, I need to tell you something, because I don't know, if you've ever been robbed, it's definitely a scary experience. And the reason why it was life-threatening is because, I mean, the guy could have been there, you know, and usually robbers don't go unarmed because they know that somebody could be in there. So,
Well,
yeah.
That's no beating a possum in a burlap sack, but that's pretty scary.
Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. And please leave a comment saying what we should do for an outro, because right now we don't really have one.
Do y'all like to eat ace?
We're not putting that in this video.